Hey everybody, welcome back to Out of Ore. We are on the frozen map here. I did move a little bit of material while I was off camera and I let it run a little bit. Let's go over the tunnel here. So I've got a couple ways in here. And then we got the power. We're going to put the power over here whenever we get that far. And we're going to run our power down this tunnel. Down here, so we'll move some dirt here in a bit. Let's check everything here. We got some diamonds, got some rubies. I think a lot of these are done processing. Yeah. All right. Okay. I made us some walls and ceilings so we can start stopping the cave-ins. Let's get this stuff processed here. I think I put some steel ingots in earlier. Yeah, let's grab those. We got some coal. We're going to leave that alone for now. Got some empty barrels queued up. Let's drop this steel into here. No, let's put this steel into this one. We'll go ahead and queue up 250 bolts here. Nuts and bolts officially. This has still got a little bit of stuff queued up. We'll queue up 125 of all of those just to get keep that thing queued up with some stuff. Alright, I already pulled the stuff out of there. Alright, we got some. So aluminum is like, and lithium I think are the high temp ones. Got some water here. We'll go ahead and queue up another 500 water for now. Well, we'll just queue all the barrels up we got here. There we go. We got some gravel here. We'll go ahead and queue up. Go. Queue all that up. We got some floors here. We got some cement. We got some water. We'll wait on. I don't know really what to queue up next. Looks like I got some ramps made over on this side. And some more walls. And then we'll just wait on that. All right, let's run the stuff through the high temp first. And I always forget this, and I'm pretty sure I say it every time. I think it's the lithium and the aluminum. And then if I want to make more steel, which we will, we'll go ahead and throw that in there as well. So lithium is not correct because we're just getting the ore. So maybe it's the silicon. So we'll have to pull that lithium out and rerun it. over on this side. Alright, let's queue up all the diamonds here. Let's queue up all the rubies here. Let's let that run. Let's go over here and grab this. See if this is ready. No, we're still ready. We're just about through it here. As you can see, the ore's coming through as ore, not boxes. So there's nothing here. We can pull this out. Alright, this is still running. Let's go ahead and sell this 3,800 rubies here, 1,199 diamonds. We'll go ahead and sell our silicon and our aluminum. We'll put this steel over here somewhere. Let's chuck it in there for now. You can see we're still getting boxes here, so you know it's still processing. Alright, we'll go ahead and sell what we got here. We're trying to get up to 8 million so we could start getting us a big rock truck and everything. Lithium, gold, copper, silver. Alright, so what we want to do, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to attempt to do an open pit mine out here. I haven't had a lot of success with it, so what we're going to do is we're going to end up just driving up on this thing. Let's go out here and we're going to start an open pit mine out here in the flat area. And what we're going to do, let's clear up our inventory here a little bit. Let's move this out for now, and we'll move the explosives out for this time. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy the biggest rock truck in the game. I always like to scroll through. They are doing all kinds of updates, guys, on the different types of machines. So alright, so we're going to buy the biggest rock truck we can get, which is this one for 6 million. And it holds 418 cubic yards of, I think it's 6 million. So that leaves us 3.3 million. And then we want to get the biggest excavator in the game. which if you look, there's this style which I don't like, and there's this style. So if you check this one out, its capacity is 13. If you check this one out, the capacity is 49. 49 cubic yards every scoop. So this is the one we're going to get. We're going to drop I'm going to back up here. This thing's going to be massive. And by massive, I mean you can almost walk under it. You can see how big the tires are compared to me here. Well, we can walk under it this way. Okay. So we'll load this thing up. We'll take it up there and dump it. Let's drop our we'll drop this thing on this side. So again, just to give you scale, we can walk under this thing as well. .49 cubic yards. Was there one that had a longer arm? I feel like this one's 1.4, but it's only, I think it's got the longer arm. We may have trouble. I don't know. We'll see. All right. It's been a minute since I've ran this, so be patient here. And it doesn't help that the map's all not that one. What one brings her in? Is that D? No. Okay. S. Now, a lot of this at first is going to be just garbage dirt. We can check that out in a second. All right, just for curiosity, let's see what we got in here. As you can see, we're not even halfway full on the normal. So this is pretty much all just dirt so far. Oh, we're starting to get a little bit of pay dirt here. Not super good scoops yet. We'll keep working on it. Oh, I'm screwing up already here. I'm not holding shift. So I've got my lift turned around here. I kind of pulled myself around here a little bit. Try to reposition a little bit here. There we go. Now what I want to do also is I may want to put some sort of barrier right here to kind of figure out where I'm going to do. So I can use these blocks here, but I want to go to grid mode. I probably should have already been doing this because I want to stick to the grid. Just to give us an idea here. Try to get a little better scoop here. Let's see where we're at now. We may have enough to dump. Yeah, we're in the red. We're going to go ahead and dump. But now we got to figure out I think we're just going to drive right up here. We're going to make sure we're in grid mode here, which we are. Okay. All right, looking good there. We're one short here on this one. That may be okay with this big lift, these big tires. We should be okay. I'm hoping we can drive right over my little ditch there. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, didn't even notice it. All right, let's move our lift here up out of the way. So we're getting pay dirt on this side and we're getting back to solid rock here. So we'll keep, because eventually we want to run some conveyors this direction for pay dirt, and then we're going to eventually over here start going down. That's the plan. And then I want to use the steel mesh for this stuff here. We're actually hitting don't want no questions about where this stuff is going here. let's go ahead and queue up a couple more ramps here. And then we're gonna continue bringing this out just for power. Let's do one more row here. We're going to move all this stuff eventually too to the. We're going to build us a processing facility. Let's just queue us up some more ramps for now. So I've got. So I'm just going to queue up 5 of each for now, and I'm going to do all of them, even though, just to try to keep the amount that I produce consistent. I don't want those. I want these up here. Those are different. And then we'll go ahead and do 20 more of these actual blocks. So we'll let that process. So we're getting all just dirt. So most of our stuff is just coming right here to the sell point. But our money is going up, and as we get to the next layer, we'll get that. We could put our processing facility right here. Might not be a bad thing. We'll just need a lot more blocks to do so. Let's go ahead and get us some more dirt here. Guys, I do hope you're doing well. I do appreciate you hanging out with me today. Don't forget to make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Hit that like button. I do appreciate you. Yeah, we're getting some pay dirt there. I'm going to keep going here until I'm going to try not to move the lift. But I do have it kind of close, so we're going to start getting some swing on it here. But we'll try to go a little deeper without moving here. Start trying to get a little bit of pay dirt. I'm using a mouse and a keyboard, so it's Well, it's all keyboard for this, but a little tough. But I've been doing it enough to where I can make it work. My arms get tired. I've tried to use a controller, but I can't get the camera settings are the what I'm having trouble with, unfortunately. Not so much the actual using it, but the camera is important when you're doing this stuff. Not just for the trying to make a video, but for seeing what I'm doing. We'll try to get another scoop next to my barrier here. Let's do one more here, and we'll check the the truck. We should have a lot more pay dirt this time. So that hole's a lot deeper than it looks from up there in the lift. As you can see, we are getting pay dirt. Well, as we go down, we'll be able to get different layers, but we're going to take this straight back for a little bit, then we'll make another pass, and we'll keep going down on it. Eventually we'll go deeper. Oh yeah, it's a nice truck load here. Wrong button. All right, yeah, seems like we got a decent amount of pay dirt. also, guys, you can blow this stuff up and knock it down into this. So it just doesn't seem to be super efficient. Let's let this. There's a little bit in this one. So they're all clear now, right? Okay. So let me show you what I mean here. This one's on as well. All right, so we can. Now you don't want Dremite because that deletes material. But we can just get some of this smaller ANFO just for. So we can see the belt there is clear and clear. Right, so. I'm hoping that's so right now there should be nothing falling out of here, right? If we go ahead and detonate, as you can see, now it wasn't much. It wasn't like it was a lot of stuff. It processed pretty quickly. But that, whatever that diameter is right there, came down into this. So I don't know if it's worth going up top and trying to blow that in. I also did get some so we can start doing some. Probably want this on snap build, I would have meant, maybe for now, I don't know. Yeah, that might be too low. We might need to go one more. Oh yeah. So let's go 3. Now what we can do, if we don't want this to fall into no man's land, now we can bring up our Dremite if we got something we're trying to get rid of here. that we don't want falling. And then we'll have to figure out, we can support some right down this side. And then once we get over here, we can support it again, but it's going to take a lot. Let's go see if we got some stuff that needs processing and grab some stuff that we built. Let's go ahead and use our blocks that we got here. We'll probably go ahead and fill this in at least to here for now. So we're going to need more ceilings than anything. So I don't know. Let's see. If you look, it takes bolts, steel rods, nuts and bolts for this stuff. So we don't have a lot of rods. Let's do ceilings and then 10 more walls. And we're almost out of steel rods, so we'll get some more of that queued up. So the silicon is the high temp. We did not get a ton of pay dirt this round, which is okay. This is we're not getting a bunch more coal right now either. Alright, so let's grab our stuff out of here we got queued up. We'll leave our barrels in there for now. Let's go ahead and do 250 more of the rods and the barrels for now. Just, you always want stuff processing. We got bolts still coming, but we'll grab what we got. So we're going to just let this stuff roll for now. Again, a bad design, I guess, because this is not getting anything ever. I think we got plenty of cement queued up right now, so we'll just grab that partial stack. Let's go ahead and queue up 25 blocks on this side. Grab our stuff here. Leave that alone for now. Let's go down here and mess with our ramp area. Well, we got 20 more of these. Again, I want to, for now, we'll just run this over to here. Probably don't even have enough to finish this. Oh, exactly. Okay, perfect. And we'll put some sort of, probably a fence here. I don't necessarily want to, we can build the production facility here, but I want to leave us room to obviously bring the lift over. So we could probably put the production facility right here off of this. The problem is I don't want to use a lot of stuff to support it, so maybe we can put another row of blocks there as needed. this the skinnies go here? Yeah. So I don't need it to go past this. Right? We want the we can go back into grid mode for this as well. Oh crap. Probably should bring the loader down here for that. That's going to start being a lot of dirt, I think. Do 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 do. All right. For some reason, we got one. If you look, we're one off on one of our things. That's okay. Let's just level this out a little bit. I don't want to go too deep. I don't want to. We're not going to go another row. take some of the edge off there. All right. Now this will all just, we can run this through, or we can just sell it like this instead of running it through the conveyor. So. Let's get this other stuff processing because apparently I forgot to do that. We did drop a little bit more in, so we'll go ahead and run through everything again, then we'll get everything going here. Now we'll just let that set. That ain't even enough to mess with. Alright, let's grab these. Let's go ahead and process this. We'll just leave it in the bucket there at the end. Alright, we'll just leave that alone. Again, nothing there. We'll just leave all this here for now. And then let's get these, so this one's not doing anything. that started. Then let's throw that gold in here. Oh, we didn't drop this stuff off either. Jeez. Probably don't need sheets. I don't know what they're used for, but we're not been using a lot of them there. Could grab these as well. 15 more ceilings. And that'll, so we're out of steel rods again. So I think we got some queued up, but let's do another 250. Let's make sure we're on grid build. We can start our processing facility. We'll start dropping this down here. I think we lost one there. I think it went underneath somewhere. We're going to pull that back out. We're going to we'll put some blocks under there. Support. And we'll finish this off first. How many more is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like 9 more. We have enough to do 9 of those. We do. Guys, I do appreciate you hanging out with me today. Don't forget to make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have fun digging that dirt. I am out of here.